man, I am still trying to get through my reading stack. I am so far behind on my comic reading. It's not even funny. But I'm here to talk about Hawkman. I picked up Hawkman issue 1 just on a whim, and I fell in love with it. This, to me, is what superhero comic books really should be like. It's well written, it's well illustrated, it tells a fun, exciting story. And so recently, I just read Hawkman issue 3 and Hawkman issue 4. I can still unequivocally say this is probably the best book DC is putting out by far. Much better than some of the other books they're putting out. Ugh. Anyways, so Hawkman 3 and 4, we'll go through them real quick and give you my thoughts about it. Hawkman 3 opens up. Hawkman is on Dinosaur Island. Now, I didn't know DC had a Dinosaur Island. Oh, look at this page, though. Wow, before we get that, look how amazingly illustrated this is. He's fighting a giant dinosaur, and it's beautiful. Look at that art by Brian Hitch. This is an incredible way to open a comic. Him duking out with the dinosaur. And I was saying, wow, look, I can't even, wow. It's hard for me to go on and how well this is illustrated. But I shall. Because, because I didn't know DC Comics had a Dinosaur Island in the DC universe. I know that Marvel does. And I thought all the dinosaurs in DC, which of course, obviously dinosaurs still exist in everywhere you go, they all live underground in the world where Warlord lived. So I didn't know that was a thing. But anyway, so he's following the clues that he picked up on this staff from the last issue that's leading him here. He's heading to this mountain, and he gets attacked by these creatures. Now, these are, I guess you say it, featherins. These are featherins, and they're attacking Hawkman. Now, one thing I remember about featherins, I know they're from the DC continuity. I remember there's a character in All-Star Squadron. Of course, All-Star Squadron is no longer, in DC continuity, so I'm not quite sure how these guys fit in to the current continuity. But Hawkman's going to have to duke it out with them to get past because he needs to get to that mountain. And they're kind of portrayed here as almost like Native Americans in that they're defending their territory against Hawkman. And it's another great sequence. This book is full of a lot of great action sequences. Here you have Hawkman, and it's in the air, so that's got to be difficult to draw. And we learned something new that I didn't know. Maybe it's been part of the continuity for a while. But Hawkman's mace will return to his hand much like Thor's hammer. So that's kind of news to me. I didn't know that's how that worked. So he flies on and he meets this shaman, this old featherin shaman who sends him into a cave. And inside that cave, he finds a talisman or something that sends him to one of his other lives on Thanagar. This is the Hawk world. And this is Kartor Hall, another one of Hawkman's lives, and that's where the issue ended. I know I usually don't get to the end of a book, but since I'm going to jump into issue 4, I had to kind of say how this one ended because issue 4 opens up not there. It opens up on another planet, on a faraway world, and this is where we get some of the backstory of what's been going on, what's driving Kartor Hall to try to solve this mystery of his past on this other alien planet with, people got weird face markings, but yet they still have their earbuds and their cell phones going. So it's not that different than our society. Anyway, so on this planet, these giant creatures, these bird-like creatures have appeared. And this is what Hawkman's been fearing. He's been having these visions of these creatures. And this planet clearly had a hawk god at one point. But these creatures are enough. They're harboring the great betrayer. There must be judgment. And they destroy everything, very Crisis-like. We were too long in prison. The worlds of mortals will know that the Deathbringers have returned to eclipse their sons once more. Each in turn until the way is prepared. The great betrayer will be found. Probably Hawkman is the great betrayer. We'll find out more about that on Thanagar. Of course, just as when he went back to ancient Egypt, he's going to have to do battle with a previous life of his. It's a great, another great action sequence. Kind of feels a little episode 1-y and flying through the cities, kind of, with the neon lights and whatnot. Or I'm sorry, episode 2 of Star Wars, kind of like the chase scene in episode 2. It's a great sequence. It's Carter versus Kartor, and and it's again beautifully illustrated from the dinosaurs in the previous issue to this beautiful futuristic city in this issue. Brian Hitch is killing it in this series. And see, the battle goes on. Again, another air battle, which cannot be easy to draw. You have to draw full figures, and they're flying around. So they eventually come to terms, and I don't know if he quite convinces them that he's a reincarnated version of Carter or not. But Hawkman Carter is looking for the clue in this world. I'm gonna kind of pull it here and not reveal what happens after that, because you know what? I think this book is still on not newsstands, because nothing's on newsstands anymore. I think this book is still in comic shops right now. I can again not highly recommend this series enough. This is by far my favorite book that DC is putting out. It's exciting, it's fun, the illustrations are incredible, the dialogue is well done. Yeah, so that's all I have to say about this. If you're not reading Hawkman, do yourself a favor. Go out and pick it up. Issue 4 should still be on stands right now. It's easy to catch up with what's going on. I'm sure issue 5 is coming out soon. The team behind this book is, who is it again? I think it's Vendetti and Hitch are doing, this is a team that should have been put together years ago. They're doing an amazing job on this series. And that's all I can really say about it. All I can keep saying is get this book. I recommend it. It's my favorite DC comic. I guess I'll just leave you with this. Hey, Battlestar Galactica. I know I talk about it all the time, but it's going to happen real soon on October 5th here in South Florida in Lake Worth. We're having a special one-night-only screening of Battlestar Galactica for the 40th anniversary. This is the theatrical cut of the pilot. This isn't what was shown on television back in '78. This is what was released to theaters. It's a different cut. There's different scenes in it. And yeah, I highly recommend come and join us on October 5th for Battlestar Galactica. Yes, Steven, this is a great series. I wasn't even really familiar with Hitch's work in the beginning, but before I picked up this book, but man, I've fallen in love with it since I got the book. And again, the writing and the art go together perfectly in this. This is like Wolfman Perez style team they have going on here. So definitely recommend Hawkman. Definitely recommend you join us for Battlestar Galactica, the 40th anniversary, October 5th. The movies of Lake Worth. It's my birthday. Tickets are only $8 online, $10 at the door. Plus there's some VIP passes you can look into. So check out cosmictimes.net BSG40 to learn more about Battlestar, how to get my plug-in, and pick up Hawkman at your local comic shop. I highly recommend it. Hey, if I could ask you for one favor, if you like this video, do me a favor, go down below, hit the thumbs up button, let me know you like the video, and go ahead and subscribe to our channel. It's Cosmic Times TV. Just hit the subscribe button, and after you do that, make sure you mash the bell next to the subscribe button so that you can be notified when new videos are posted. Hope you enjoyed the book, hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, drop me a line in the comments below. Hey, let me know what you think of the Hawkman series. I guess that's about it. Until next time, hey, stay cosmic.